playing a dangerous game with a loaded gun. It got us all.
Girl, you don't need that. Just double check with it. Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, well, 18 plus. If you don't like those kids here, they can listen to it later on the YouTubes. But yeah, we're live. We're in charge. Finally for another episode of New Music Inferno. It's been a little bit. I know a lot of stuff going on in my life. You guys know that. On the down low, on the real life. And we have a band all the way from Brazil calling in here today that I'm excited to speak to. They're not they're duo. They're band, which is a duo, which is a former band. But I know I'm having kitty problems right now. They're hanging out. But we have Marion, all the way from Brazil, from the band Deafkids. How are you doing today? How's everything? What's going on? Definitely. The album is amazing. It's out now. Well, it's out now on the digital, but on June 26th, the vinyl will be released. I saw on the website that vinyl takes a little bit longer to get released. It will be sent out to you all there. But man, this record, I was listening to it today to warm up again for the interview here, and I'm gonna say it wrong, because it's cicatrice.
In Portuguese.
So in Portuguese, yes, it's not in Brazilian because Brazilian is not a language. For anyone who says that, it's wrong. It's Portuguese. Cicatriz do futuro. Did I say it right?
Almost. Cicatrizes.
Cicatrices.
Yeah, cicatrizes do futuro. Yeah.
Woo! I'm getting it right. Yeah, let's go. But and you guys put some amazing visuals out as well. You guys put music videos out for some of the tracks as well, which I checked out today, and I was like, "Whoa, this is just it's like you don't want to watch them both at the same time because it's just a little too much because it's like what is going on here? Like I don't know." But Marion, how did this duo meet? How did you guys come together and say, "Hey, this is the style of music I want to make," and it was like, okay, at first listen, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Do I want to listen to it more? Do I want to delve into it more? And then I delve into it more, and I'm like, okay, this sounds like a movie soundtrack that I could like just put things together. But you've already done that. But music is subjective to the listeners, and you want that to be heard through your music as well. Because honestly, you made a subjective point of what you made as visual for the songs from your point of view. So I don't know. Go ahead. I'm getting too far into the interview. But how did the band come together? How did the duo meet? How did you guys, for the longest time, since it's been a long time, for the viewers here that don't know about it, how did this band come together?
Uh, in the beginning, the band was just like Douglas. Uh, he wrote everything, he recorded everything, and uh, after I don't know around a year, like back in 2010, he invited me and Marcelo, the former bassist, to play live. So we stayed like that for a while, like uh, uh, rehearsing and playing live, like doing things a bit different when playing live, but at the same time, it was a more I don't know, a more traditional band of sorts. Like it was already weird, but it was like this D beat crust band. And we moved together in 2014 because they lived in the countryside of Rio. I lived in São Paulo already, and they moved to São Paulo. We moved together, so we lived the three of us in the same house, and we were in the process of like de-orthodoxizating the orthodox. Like we were in the process of like uh I don't know, reconnecting with music that we grew up with in terms of like Brazilian music, and at the same time getting to know psychedelic music from all over the world, like playing percussion. Like a lot of things happened in this meantime, and from that point onwards, the band became a proper band, and it changed a lot. It changed in the sense that we began incorporating more and more uh, I don't know, styles and approaches to music that were not like traditional, especially to what we were doing.
Definitely, definitely. And uh, what you're doing now, I mean, honestly, it it, I couldn't like I could when I was listening to the entire record from front to back, and I couldn't tell when it began or end because it was just like it the fluency of the record just it just works out. Um, and it wants me to hear more from you guys. I mean, I know you're probably already working on the next steps. I mean, I honestly feel like Douglas is mine is going 100,000 miles a minute. It's like, okay, where do I want to do next? Probably you are too.
Hmm.
You're probably like, okay. Um, but for that being said, you guys do have some live shows out later this year, in Brazil, and where else are you guys wanting to head this year or have plans to wrap up
Uh,
2026?
we will play a concert in São Paulo, like a proper release concert. We hope to have at least some copies of the vinyl there. We have a tour in Europe already scheduled and announced. We plan on going to Japan for the first time, and we plan on returning to some countries in South America that we've been to last year by the end of last year. So we intend on returning to these countries, and that's the thing. Like it never stops. Like we play a lot of those songs uh, live already. We have been for
Mm.
quite a time already, and we are in the process of beginning the like we are beginning the process to play the rest of them live, so we can do like proper cicatrizes set, you know. So
That's a great thing, and
yeah.
honestly, a lot of bands don't do that all the time. Where they're like, "Oh, do I really want to play the it's like do I want to play the whole record front to back, or do I just want to play certain songs, make singles happen?" But for you,
Hmm.
like you said, you want to have like a proper release and be able to say, "Hey, just not do it at like a 20th anniversary of the record like some bands do, play the record front to
Hmm.
back." Then you want to do it now. You want to say, "Hey, these are the songs, and this is right now. This isn't 20 years down the line where we're doing a reunion tour
Hmm.
or whatever." Um,
Uh, and not necessarily like playing it front to back in the sense that like
yeah, yeah,
live we already create like uh, other connections between different songs of the album that are not connected on the album. So we have transitions from one song to another, and like from the I don't know like the third to the seventh song, you know. So that's the idea. More than playing the record in itself is because that's the thing with this album. Like most of the previous Deafkids albums, they had like songs and they had a lot of um, transitions in a sense, more psychedelic moments that were more abstract. And this record is like front to back, like beats and proper songs. So being able to play them, even if like not necessarily in order or not necessarily just them, like playing two or three songs from our past as well. Uh, like the idea is to explore the capabilities and the possibilities of these songs live. You know.
Is there? I mean, honestly, I know as a band, you guys probably do this. Is you know do if I'm dumb asking this question, this is a dumb question then. Um, are there any linkages to any of these songs to your past songs? Do any of these songs that you? I mean, honestly, it does. They're all telling stories of your lives and your experiences and readings and whatnot. And but does any of these songs tell a story within each other that we may have to go back and listen to other songs and delve into it that way, or no?
Mhm.
Or am I
Yeah,
just
I don't think.
or am I just asking a
I don't
question
think
that's
this is.
dumb?
No, no, I don't think necessarily like story in a narrative sense, because Deafkids was always like this band that even lyrically wise, like lyric wise, we of course the songs have lyrics, but the vocal is like the songs are more meant to be felt, even if they have like uh specific intentions and messages. I think that these songs connect to our past in the sense that they are the culmination of processes that began, for example, in Configuração do Lamento that we released in 2016. So the the process of working with percussion or working with electronic music and percussion, like pointing to the future and at the same time to the primordial aspects of the types of music that we connect to. So I think that uh, definitely it's something that if you listen to it and you come and then you go back and listen to past records, um, I think more things will become clear in those records. In that sense, in the sense that like you will feel how those songs from this record are developments of energies and as like musical aspects that we already worked with, but in a more I don't know, in a more contained way in the past.
Well, let's do this right now. Let's get to listening to some of Cicatrices do Futuro. I want to say it right. I want to say it right. My tongue needs to roll right when I say it. But let's get some of the songs right now. Which one do you want to get to right now off the record? We have the entire record up here to play off of Spotify. Your choice.
Um, I don't know. I'd say a good song would be Simulacro, like the fourth song.
Okay. All right. Let me get that up here. Let me do one thing real quickly so I have it right. Sound set up here, right? Sorry, guys. Always the last minute. Come on. I get that up here one so I can just your ass. All right. Here we go. Spotify. Simulacro. What is it? Simulacro?
Yeah, like Simulacrum,
Simulacro.
but in
Okay.
Portuguese.
All right. Here we go. Enjoy. ladies and gentlemen, there was simulacrum or simulacro. I can't say Portuguese. I'm sorry. I'm trying, and I apologize. But Marion, dude, the song slays. You saw me jamming out, like just hanging out here behind the scenes. But we are back, and how did you, like, what got you like going at it on the drums and everything to get that song to come out? Like, how did you like what were you just like? What came to you?
Uh, the record itself is very influenced by um, the concept of claves, like Afro-Latin claves and African claves, of course. But so like the music that informs what we do is very based on that. So a lot of the songs, for example, this song has like this like punk steady beat, like this electronic beat, and like I play percussion on top of it, and like the percussion line that I created, like it connects to merengue, and at the same time it connects to balafon music from Guinea, for example. So it's more or less like the idea of uh, going like I don't know, having we always compose through the lens of rhythm, so that's what we always begin with, and most of the riffs in the album follow percussive structure as well. So many like basses, many guitars, they are just like rhythmically speaking, they are like salsa patterns, um uh, patterns that we borrow from other types of music, but we like recombine them, we recontextualize them in ways that I think I don't remember seeing other people do, you know. But that's basically the idea. So uh, I don't know. There are many songs on the album, and this is a cool thing because uh, this song has a lot of like pairs of songs. So Cicatrizes and Simulacro, this song have a uh, certain compositional logic which is similar, like a drum, an electronic beat, percussions on top, guitar, you know, and the same goes for other songs like Advertência and Feitiço, for example. They are both um, I don't know, a steady clave on the left hand on on the percussions, and the right hand plays around it, you know, with uh, a steady pattern on the bass drum and on the hi hat, you know. So that's the idea. The idea of creating uh, creating patterns that are played. Like I never change in most of the songs. I never change
Mm-hmm.
uh, like the notes that I play with my limbs. What
Yeah.
I change are the parts of the kit that I play. So I'm completely free, but at the same time I'm playing like the same thing all the time.
You put your touch to it, and you make this magic happen. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, it definitely So, what made you pick up a drum set? What made you want to become a musician? Like, how did this come to you? Like, you're like, hey, I'm a musician.
uh, uh, about punk basically. Like I when I was like younger, I got into I don't know, rock music
Mm-hmm.
when I was very young, and then I found out about like punk, uh, and that was it. Like the whole premise of the thing is like creating and doing stuff. And for a long time, I thought that this was a contextual thing, like that I did it because I like the context of being with this, uh, like these people and these in these spaces, and of course, this is true. But little by little, I realized that my connection to rhythm and to music itself was a little bit more indelible than that. Was a little bit deeper, you know.
Nice.
And that process, the process that I mentioned before, changed a lot in that sense. So I played uh,
Yeah,
only
you got.
drums.
I mean, this band's been the 16 years now. I mean, honestly, look at it.
Exactly.
I mean, look at where you guys have come from,
Yeah,
to where
and I
we're
played
growing.
drums. Yeah, and I played like only drums for a long time, and only like hardcore bands and stuff like that. But then uh, a few things changed, and I began playing other instruments. I began playing percussion, and uh, like playing percussion really changed my perspective because like the idea of playing percussion, of course, you can play like rhythms and
Yeah,
patterns, but the idea of playing percussion as something that makes you like reaffirm rhythm while you deny it, like having this rhythmic malice, is something that really changed the way I deal with music. So every instrument I play, even on my solo stuff, like playing synths, playing bass, uh, whatever, even playing flute, playing
mm,
canna, for example. I approach it through a rhythmic lens. So most of the music that we create is not very harmonic in the sense that it's not based on harmonic movement. It's
yeah.
way more focused on like modality. Like you have five notes, six, seven notes, and the rest is history. You're just recombining and recontextualizing those notes, and that's it.
Well, let's get to another track. Let's showcase some more music from Deaf Kids here, and which one to get to next? Your choice. Of cicatrice.
Mm, yeah, maybe we could go with just to change a little. Let me see. We can go with Feitiço, like the third song.
Perficia?
Oh, sorry. Profecia. Sorry.
Perficia?
Feitiço
Okay.
is the seventh. Yeah.
Yep, yeah, Patricio is the seventh. Yep, I was like, I know which one you chose there. I was like, wait. But let's get to it. So this in English for everyone who doesn't know, Perficia means prophecy. So yeah, so let's get to the track right now. And also, Marion, while we do this, I'm gonna give you a question. So the question is, if you could take Perficia to
Uh-huh.
any other band or artist out there and have them perform it in their style and genre of music, what band would you have do it? And what song of theirs would you take and make it into a Deaf Kids song? So
Mm,
think
that's
about that.
that's right. That's interesting.
Yeah, so here it
I'll
is.
think about it.
Yeah, here it is. Prophecy, or prophecia.
Profecia. Yeah.
Yeah, prophecia. I was just saying the English language one as well for everyone out there. But let's go. Here it is, off of the Cicatrices du Futuro.
We are going to explore the province of the mind.
right there, Profecia by the boys and Deafkids, and we are back with Marion. Man, that track is it just okay. So I would use that as like an entrance theme for like a wrestler. Like honestly, I would because it just seems like it would be sick for them to come out to and just like have the announcer be like, even with tying with the song title, be like the prophecy. Like I don't know what the name would get, little whatever. But it would work. But it's my mind thought. I don't know. It must be Wednesday. AEW going on right now as well for everyone out there, and that's why after we're done with this interview, we're going to be raiding into our friend the Boris, who's live watching AEW right now. So everyone out there who's tuning in here can go over there with us as well. So Marion, as well, I mean, honestly, I mentioned you guys are from Brazil, and I know I mentioned to you a little bit off air that thank God that our teams aren't playing in the World Cup today. We aren't out celebrating and watching our teams play and dominate like both of our teams have. Yep.
For me, you were frozen.
Oh,
but,
okay. Vice versa. Nice.
Yeah, but now it works. I think it's hard to tell. Like World Cup is it's a complicated thing in the best sense, in the sense that like sometimes sheer will overpowers uh, like technique and stuff like that. And in that sense, I think that's the only the only way we can go far, because our national team right now, like it doesn't have the same prestige, in the sense that the players don't feel that much connected to Brazil, because Brazil has this thing nowadays with exporting talent, and many of them dream about playing abroad, and at the same time they don't feel that tightly connected uh, to the feeling of like representing the country.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I think it's complicated to say anything. I think it will be easier to wager a bet, a guess, uh, probably like after Friday, when we play Haiti.
Yeah, I mean honestly, that's gonna be the mark there, for sure. For some reason, my internet is unstable. I don't know why, but we're about to wrap it up here anyway because honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to be like. Hold on. What's going on here? I've lost you, Marion. Oh,
The
there you go.
song, you know.
Hold on, I lost you there for a second.
Oh,
I don't know what happened. It froze like you were like real something like funkadelic.
God damn, man.
The funkadelic part. I'm sorry. It was just it froze there. I was like, what? What the hell? I don't know. My internet just or something.
No problem. Are you listening well?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yes, the funkadelic stuff was
Right.
the last part I heard.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like the 70s funkadelic would be killer to do something like that. But at the same time, it's uh it's hard, because with Deaf Kids we create stuff that is so out there that it's hard for me to imagine someone covering it, because it's hard for me to see how people would recognize what the song is, what the composition is, you know.
Yeah,
Is it the rhythm? Is it like the riff? It's hard to tell.
I would. You know what would be cool would be like Black Eyed Peas, not Black Eyed Peas. The hell, I'm not taking the Black Eyed Peas. I'm thinking oh, the Roots. The Roots. I think the Roots would be a fun band to have take your song and make it into one of theirs, and then maybe you put like the Seed 2.0 and make it into your version of their song. You know, that would be
it would be nice.
That would be pretty sick. Maybe one day.
It would be nice
Maybe one
to
day.
add a chaotic spin on what they do.
Yeah, that would be fun. But real quick, Mary, before we go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you guys on the interwebs, where they can pick up the record and pre-order it now. I mean, honestly, it's available on Spotify, But vinyl does get delayed, so your vinyl isn't
Mm-hmm.
released until June 26th. So you guys can still get it in the pre-orders. But we'll let everybody know where they can find you guys on the interwebs.
Right on. We are on Bandcamp. You can check out the album there as well. If you want to support us, it's Deafkids Punks with an X, PUNX, .bandcamp.com. We are on Instagram, Deaf_Kids. Uh, the album, as you mentioned, is out through New Route Recordings, so you can contact them. It's on all platforms. You can contact them for CDs and vinyls. And Douglas has his solo endeavors as well as Yantra, like Yantra. And I play solo as well as Sarini, like Sarine. Um, and I'm on Bandcamp as well. Douglas is on Bandcamp. Um, get in touch. We would really love to play the US again. We did it in 2019, but it's hard with like work visas and
Yeah,
the
that bullshit.
political climate
All that
right
bullshit.
now. It's not the most favorable, but we would love to return. And cheers and thanks for checking out what we do.
No problem, Marion. I wish you guys would come to Vegas. I would love to experience the show because I've seen bands like the Mars Volta and At the Drive-In and System of a
Hmm.
Down and those bands. But you guys take it to a different level. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed the record, and I hope
Hmm.
the listeners out there, my Twitch and all that, and YouTube enjoyed it as well. And if you guys do, go hit them up on the socials and let them know that you did. But Marion, have a great day. Best of luck, and hopefully in 2027 we'll see you guys in the states.
Right on. The same to y'all.
Yep.
Thanks.
Much love. Peace out,
Cheers.
everybody. We're gonna go head over to the Boris. Enjoy the wrestling with him. We love you all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Cheers.
Yeah, we'll be back here in a little bit with some gaming as well. But go enjoy some.